Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, your dungeon master, and Kyle isn't here today, so I'm recording this using OBS. I hope to God I'm doing all this correctly, because I figured this shit out like 10 minutes ago, because Kyle couldn't be here, and he didn't tell us until like last second. But so today I will be playing Guardian, and I will be playing him to the best of my ability, remaining as true to Kyle's character as possible. So here we go. We're not streaming, but we are saving this locally. So anything goes today. We can censor things in post.
Does this mean we don't have to?
Do we still need to read the Hello
Yeah,
Fresh?
I was just about to ask.
Well, here's the thing. I was actually thinking about that. I'm not sure because I don't know if we're still sponsored by them. Like, I don't know if like our time's up because I think Kyle only said we had like 16 days or something like that.
I'll ask him real quick. I'll ask him, and
What?
then I'll let you guys know.
Even if there is no benefit, it wouldn't feel right if we didn't do it.
Yeah, I think Kyle's our ad man. I don't think it would feel right.
No, but you're Kyle.
inspiration
You're Kyle
for
today. Don't worry.
suggesting
You would have to do it.
No, I'm Guardian today. I'm not Kyle. Kyle's the one that does those ad reads. But anyways, so we're all here. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, we continued our plunder of this crypt in the middle of the barren woods. The woods are obviously being corrupted by some sort of paranormal activity, and our fellers here, a couple of sessions ago, decided to hunker down in this chapel that they found out in the middle of nowhere for the night, and it was full of cultists and undead, and one big-ass room mimic, which we handled very well last session, and we actually got a ton of loot from that wall mimic. So everybody got some really big upgrades. And speaking of upgrades, one thing that I did while we were away is... I'll stream this for you guys real quick, that way everybody can see. Everybody just tune in whenever you can on Discord.
Yep.
In your stream?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and just let me know when you guys are all there and all.
I'm here.
Alright. Braden, Jacob?
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright,
Yeah.
perfect. Alright, so we
Oh,
all had
cool.
some pretty significant loot drops. What was that, Mike? I'm sorry.
I said that's cool. I see my dude.
So, alright, so we had some really big loot drops last time. So I went ahead and updated everybody's tokens. Everything should be reflected in Foundry. But we also, because I create all of your tokens based off of through the 3D models in Hero Forge, we can kind of take a look at what our guys are looking like now, so with our new gear. So we'll just start with Fiddlefinger. Still rocking his cool shit as usual, but now he's got that bag of holding, and then he's also got his gloves of missile snaring on, which will, I'm sure, prove very useful in the future.
Justin, what race are you? I forgot.
I'm a half elf.
Oh, okay.
He is a half elf. Here we've got Kyle, Guardian. So he's got his new animated shield and his spiritual weapon that he's basically using all the time. So those are his upgrades. Ignotus. Last time
Damn,
you received,
son. Look how cool that fucking guy looks.
you received the Eyes of Minute Seeing. And then you also got some Elven Chainmail, so you've got a little bit of bump to your armor class, and your investigative abilities have basically been doubled.
Still smells like a belly crawler to me.
Genzo, you got the Goggles of
Ray-Ban,
Night,
son.
and you got the Boots of Speed.
There ain't no reason for this man to look like Blade.
He's just looking... You're looking too hard right now, Mike.
I know I look cool as shit.
And last but not least, we've got Magmar Moose Knuckle, who got the Bracers of Defense and the Dwarven Thrower on the last round.
Look at that meat under it.
Bro.
Look at that meat.
Honestly, though, if you like ran into that guy, you really would be terrified.
I would
Like,
1000% cross the street, like 1,000,000%. Still rocking them blue sneak shoes too.
Yeah, dude,
Oh, yeah.
do it, man. I'm sneaky to the max. It's because I'm small. You know, can't see
True,
me.
true, and you
Well,
also got all that crazy training.
Yeah,
Never
man.
met a dirty leg
So-
that wasn't sneaky.
Mike can go. Mike, let them all out, man. Let them rip. we're not streaming right now. We can do anything.
I've waited all week for this.
All right, and with that, we will go ahead and get started. But before we get started, while I'm thinking about it, before I forget for the umpteenth time, let's go around the room. Let's talk about a fun fact about our characters. Starting with Ignotus.
Ignotus, fun fact, he does clandestine activities for Starkey.
Ooh. Like, are you under, like, whose employ are you under?
The big guys up in Starkey.
Oh, like the big guys? Like, you mean like the court?
Yeah, whoever they are,
All right, that's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. All right, Magmar, what is a fun fact about you?
So this one I actually been kind of saving it for a while. It's not really fun. My dog Tuco passed away in November.
Aw.
So
I remember Tuco. Tuco was the best.
So,
Oh, so this is
Magmar
real. Okay.
at his home, he has an NPC bulldog dire wolf named Tuco that just watches his house and chills out.
Oh hell yeah! And where do you live? Like, it's like on the world map here. Do you kind of like live in the Dwarven Protectorate here, or like where do you?
Yeah, I had that government job, so I would say around there. Yeah.
Awesome, radical. So you've got
Like a
dog
nice kind
named-
of
a
house.
dire wolf named Tuco. So like, do you feel like a certain affinity with like animals, or is like just this one thing, like this one was this one?
Me and him, just that guy. We're just homies.
Nice.
Yeah, because I didn't want it to be like, oh, I'm gonna like make my character like all of a sudden some kind of rangery kind of guy. I
Yeah.
just wanted him to live as an NPC.
Yeah, totally. He's getting taken care of right now. You've got a house sitter.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
All right, Mr. Kinzo. What is a fun fact
Um,
about Kinzo?
Kenzo in his part-time works as a paralegal in Starkey, helping other rogue ninjas who can't afford legal fees.
That's interesting. So you've been to Starkey before?
I have. But it was part of an ongoing case, so I really couldn't tell y'all about it.
It's still ongoing.
Yeah, still ongoing.
So
I've been
you've
on the
got.
bench for a
So like,
while.
where did you get your where did you get your legal training from? If you came up from the Hidden Leaf Village,
Yeah, called Ninja U.
Ninja U.
Ninja U.
Is that like
We used to
Prager
call
U?
They call it NU for short. Their slogan was "You always feel better when you're in you."
All right.
It's the DeVry of ITT Techs, bro.
Well, not really the Vry. It's the Phoenix one. What's that?
Oh,
Oh, fucking like Full Sail University out of Phoenix. Like,
yeah.
all right.
It's all online. There's not even teaching.
Did you ever take the medieval bar?
I did, and I failed, but it was a DEI program, so they passed me anyway.
Oh man, you know they're canceling those.
He's already graduated. Doesn't matter.
I know.
Yeah,
You got it just in time.
They're taking it back.
But I've lost so many cases. Anyway,
Really bad.
like we give something to the new guy. This is gonna be a slam dunk, and he's like, "Your Honor, nuh-uh."
yeah, one ninja was a paraplegic, and I couldn't get him out of a jaywalking ticket. It was a bad day.
Nice.
All right, Mr. Johnny Cash Fiddlefinger. Tell us a fun fact about yourself.
Colorblind.
You're colorblind?
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to pick a different one? Because that actually might affect some shit.
Never mind. Okay. Johnny
Because
Cash
then you
no
got to
longer
keep track of the
colorblind?
colors that you can and can't see, and I'm not prepared to do that. Are you?
Johnny Cash still figures he's no longer colorblind. Okay. While in Inverness, Johnny Cash was not circumcised because, elven custom, no reason for circumcision. However, while I was there, we found out that women prefer a cut man. So at age 22, and no numbing cream because Inverness is hell, I was circumcised.
It's true.
And I still keep my foreskin to this day.
You had to get the blood sucked out by a demon,
Mm-hmm.
and then they took the foreskin and they chewed it up and they swallowed it.
No, I have the foreskin.
Oh, you got it. Oh, you have it with you.
I put it under my hat for good luck.
Yeah, there's crusty piece of beef jerky sitting on your head.
Yeah. So when in doubt, it can heal me to full HP if I decide to eat it. But I just can't find myself to do it.
Then you'll be poisoned for 6 days and 6 nights.
That's the coolest item I've ever heard of.
All right. Well, since
sold mine to another man down the street.
well,
I can
since-
also give it as a gift for somebody with that, but nobody, they wouldn't know it's my foreskin. 'Cause
that's
it looks
how
like
you're gonna propose to someone. You're not gonna get a ring. You're gonna be like, I'd like you to have a token. This token,
flesh of my flesh.
the skin of my fore. But all right, so since Kyle isn't here and I don't want to speak for his character, I suppose that I will tell you guys a fun fact about the world that you're in. So we've talked a lot about Einland. We've talked a lot about the Dwarven Protectorate. We know a little bit about the Landareth, the Landarothi, but we don't know very much about the elves of Valtrinor here that preside in this continent. So one fun fact about them for the audience is their capital city is a city known as Way Up Thur, and that is has nothing to do with the fact that it's floating, but that is just it just so happens to be an ancient elven word for splendid city. So basically, there is a city that's about I would say 30 miles in diameter, basically hovering over the continent here, and the elves of Valtrinor themselves are kind of like they're literally run by 1,000-year-old elves, right? So they're not super concerned about preserving the old or anything. They're basically how do we we're gonna have a population of 1,000 people that live to be 1,000 years old. So therefore, we have to super control our population. We have to basically get people registered before they have kids and make sure that they're only having kids with who we determine to be genetically viable. So that basically their society is built on a lot of what we would refer to as eugenics. So they don't spend a lot of
good.
That ain't good. That ain't good. So they spend a lot of time building up their own defenses for their homeland. After the 300 Years' War, or the war from 300 years ago, the Great War, they basically set up a bunch of magical barriers to basically cut themselves off from the rest of Earth, or at least as part of it. And they are just kind of hanging out there, gaining magical knowledge. They've used their world-shaping capabilities to basically carve out canals through their entire continent here to provide ease of travel. So they're basically the magic Illuminati, and they prefer not to interfere in the matters of the rest of the world.
I got a question.
So not like the Illuminati?
so they like to they're you know what I mean. They don't actively. Actually, Magmar, you would remember this. One of the very first things we established about your character in the first episode was that you were actually involved in in a bunch of black operations missions on this, in this territory, because there's an uneasy truce between the Dwarven Protectorate and the Elves of Valtrinor. The elves and the dwarves have always kind of beefed, but you actually were sent there because Dwarven Protectorate at the time believed that the elves were creating weapons of mass destruction, and you and a small team were sent in here, and that's actually where you had your first really big adventure, where you kind of like lost your toenails. They kind of plucked them off in a torture chamber. Yeah, I remember your very first, before we ever started recording, your first like rage moment was when you like fell off of a boat and like fell into like a river of kippers, and you were being devoured after your commanding officer got shot in the throat with an arrow.
Yeah.
So
it was fun.
It was fun. Yeah, it builds character. A little bit of war trauma. But anyways, so with that, unless anybody has any alibis, I say that we go ahead and get started, and we'll go ahead and get going on this episode of Dragon Ball Z. All right. And today we find ourselves, as soon as it populates for everybody, it's loading in for everybody, I suppose. So let me know when it's done.
They got to 99 really fast.
Yeah.
It's that last percent.
Do you guys want to see what my dog did behind my back?
Sure, dude.
While you're doing that, I'm going to be right back while everybody's loading in. Gee, what the fuck?
What is that?
How are you not aware that this was going on behind you? How have you not killed that dog?
What is that, like pillow something?
Yeah, it's a pillow, but it's literally his pillow, so like, I don't even care.
God damn. Disrespect that fucking thing.
Like, fuck
I'm gonna be right back.
No, hey, I'll be right back too.
Let me get some water.
Normally does he has to poop.
Hey, I'll be right back.
Okay, everybody be right back.
Everybody's leaving.
I think I'm just gonna leave too.
Don't leave, man. How's it going, Michael?
Well, good, Brady, man. How's father doing?
It's awesome, dude. Of course.
Y'all just came back from fucking Disney?
Yeah.
What is Leanne again? Because she has like Disney in her veins.
Dude, she does, man. She's obsessed with it, man.
It is a fun place.
Yeah, it's fun. She's like a travel agent with Disney, so.
Oh, she get all kind of perks.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna go when he can fucking walk more than 2 steps.
He's not walking yet?
No, he just turned 1 last month, but he's taking like 4 or 5 steps and then going to the ground.
Really?
So we're working on it.
Dude, Henry's like practically running right now, man. It's crazy.
How old is he?
He just turned 1 like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get in the gym.
I'm back.
What's your kid's name?
Trip. Well, his name is Michael Paul, and I'm named after my dad, so he's like the 3rd Michael. So we call him Trip.
Oh, I get it. Okay, cool.
Ah, that's neat.
Yeah, I like that.
That's kind of like Trey, but a cooler way of saying it.
It's true. Not the Spanish version.
My middle name's Paul, and so is Loki's, and so is my father's.
Oh yeah, nice.
For me, Michael being my first name is also a family name. It was my grandmother's brother was like super cool apparently, and he was like a lineman, and he got exploded in a fucking lineman accident, and he I guess was like just super well loved. So like my uncle's name is Mike, my name is Michael, So it goes
Michael
deep.
all the way, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Is anyone named
I
Michael?
was-
Sorry.
Michael? What?
Michael?
This is the Rick and Morty bit, you know? It's Michael and
oh.
Michael. Anyway.
Shit, I don't know.
I guess I haven't seen an episode of Rick and Morty.
So Trey, what are you and Reader on?
What do you mean?
Like I can't see y'all.
I can see him.
I can't.
What do you mean?
Like
Are you
you
talking
and
about? Are you
Reader,
talking about in the game or?
like in the video.
Oh yeah, I can see their video.
Yeah, your video's not up.
Yeah.
Talking about me.
Oh. Damn, dude. You just turn on your video and all we see is the counter.
Yeah, man. This is like some Blair Witch found footage shit. Oh, hell yeah. Dude, you look like you're about to beat my ass.
Yeah. You look like Magmar in real life. The look you just gave us.
But I can't see Reader and Trey.
You
I'm
It's
here.
like
you look like you're about to review some really terrible fast food.
Like, fuck, you're like, tomatoes,
I'm the
lettuce, I
evil-
don't fuck with them. Fuck, get that shit
the
in the
evil
ants.
Keith Lee.
That is some of my favorite shit. Like people go on and like critique fast food. I'm like, why are
Dude,
you
do you guys watch Review Bro?
No.
no, but
Oh, dude, that guy, oh, he's the best. He's like I don't know what his deal is, but he's this like little teeny tiny guy that like never ages, and like he dresses in like formal attire, like in a fucking
Oh
suit
my
and
god,
tie.
I love that dude.
You know what I'm
think
talking
I've
about?
seen that before.
Review.
Yeah,
Doesn't he
he's
like
like,
slick his hair back or something like that?
yeah, no, he's like he dresses like he's from the 50s, and like every
Yeah.
video that he does like in his own abode, like I think he must like live with his grandparents or something, because like they have like all the oldest like possible decorations. They've got like doilies and shit on shit, and
Does
like
he
and, like
still make videos?
oh, absolutely, yeah, no, like anytime there's like a fast food item that I'm like, oh man, I'm kind of on the fence about that. Should I eat that? Like I'll go and I'll see if fucking Report of the Week has made a video about like Church's Chicken's new chicken sandwich or whatever.
I used to love him and Angry Grandpa.
Brady, the depth of your YouTube knowledge is just so impressive.
Man, there's a lot of education that I've like pushed out of my brain to achieve all this knowledge, though. You know what I mean? There's only so much room, so it's like as I've like gained this, it's like looking into the abyss. You know, you look too long, and it
Yeah.
just kind of starts looking back.
a show.
So does everybody like the music?
Oh yeah, dude.
Is it making everybody anxious? Does it make you feel like you're in trouble?
I mean, I'm
That is
always
very
anxious.
strange.
though.
I can't hear a damn thing. Can I change my I want my theme for when I go into a rage to be the beginning of Love Sosa by Chief Keef.
Okay.
Because the fool always talking about, always in a barber shop. Chief Keef ain't no hitter. Chief Keef ain't about that. Shut
No,
the fuck up.
Then we need to make your beginning of
video disabled.
we need the beginning of your rage to be like, ow, ow, yeah. Fucking DMX, X gonna give it to you. What? Fuck, waiting for you to get it on your own. X gonna deliver it to you. Knock, knock. Open up the door. It's real. With a non-stop pop, pop, stainless steel.
Well, Justin's got some whippets going.
Yeah, he's gonna get loopy off that galaxy gas.
Yeah. Bro, I remember we went to Braden and I went to Tuscaloosa one time, and they were
I
like
literally thought of
that
that.
fucking apartment, man. They were just like just ripping fucking whippets
Fucking, like-
back to back to back.
They have like 4 or
like-
5 boxes of whippets.
God damn.
I don't
Canisters. Yeah.
Are you talking about like the little O2 canisters or like?
Yeah, it's like little.
Yeah.
They had boxes.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
it was
fucking wild. Were you in like a sorority house? What the fuck?
No,
No,
we were
it's
hanging out with
like-
Gabe, Roger, and Matt.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was getting ready to say, like, did they fucking like? I wonder what those people are doing today. They fucking kill their brains, and it's like Gabe out, fucking Gabe, Roger, and Matt, and I'm like, oh, interesting.
I
Yeah,
remember
they're
that.
actually
Dude.
doing pretty good.
Good time.
That was I tried.
There's something. I guess there's something to be said about responsible whippet users.
I guess, man. No, bro. I used that shit one time, and I was like, "This will fucking kill you."
No, that's the thing. Like, people say that inhalants are like the worst possible thing for you. Like, it's the thing that fucks up your brain the most. It's like the thing that is most likely to put you in like a comatose vegetative state.
I believe it.
No thanks.
Like, at the time, I had been doing a lot of MDMA, a lot of Molly, so like I was real familiar with that. But that's like a different kind of situation, and it gives you like you hit and it like your peak Molly for like 30 seconds, and then your brain is just like.
And then after you're out, you're just like, give me a fucking another one. Get some more of that shit in my fucking lungs right now.
I was not. I was like, that should not do that to you. That's not how that should work. I mean, I got why people did it. It's just like, fucking no.
You hang out with Gabe for like more than 15 minutes and you just fucking lose consciousness.
No, I'm sorry. Well, like, we went on our honeymoon to Denver, and like, so we're like, cool, like, we'll meet up with Gabe, and everything's chill. We've been like smoking joints and stuff, just like a normal person would. And we go to Gabe's, and he's like, yeah, we're gonna go to this place to go eat. He's like, you want to hit a dab? And I'm like, I guess so. I don't know. I mean,
it's always a bad idea, dude.
I know. Well, right. And I'm like, I'm on my honeymoon. I came all this way to see Gabe at his house. So I hit the dab, and like, we're in this fucking restaurant, and like, I can't read the menu, man. I'm like, I'm too high to be in here. Like, I don't even know. Like, and we're at a diner. It's not like complicated. It's like get a fucking waffle or get like a burger or something. I'm like, I don't know. Anything.
Yep.
Can you order for me, please? I really was. I was like, can you just order for me? Like, I just don't know.
Braden, remember that time that we used to smoke fucking not that time, like that one time that we like smoked Delta 8 out in the parking lot, and then we went and watched that fucking that Mongolian throw singing concert.
But dude,
that shit was fucking crazy.
Dude, that concert was actually really cool though.
That was super fucking interesting. I still got videos of that. That was really cool.
Yeah.
Post me. Go ahead and put a clip of those songs in there. It was like a Tuvon like throat singer.
Yeah.
All right, now that's over.
The fact that those guys like something was going on like politically or something like
that.
No,
they had like it was a problem because that was like back in like 2021, and
they couldn't like get out of the country or something.
Yeah,
like that.
No, there was like an issue with COVID, and they couldn't. They had spent like 48 hours like awake and traveling, and then they went and like put on like a banger of a show. Like, it was really cool. Like their music like literally transports you to a different landscape. Speaking of being like transported to a different landscape, let's all think about what's going on in this D&D campaign.
Yes, please. I'm sorry.
My bad.
All right. So the crypt has fallen silent. We have just completed our battle with these three skeletons here and this large ogre zombie. You are now in the room with a large sarcophagus and a large skull of a dragon.
Hey, notice, look, it's your grandpa.
Yep. It's actually my third aunt, twice removed.
That's a one.
Hey, why don't you?
Yeah.
Can you inspect it, like history check it? You know some extra stuff about dragons, bro. Like, what do you know about this head? Yeah.
So, like, interestingly enough, like as Ignotus starts to like admire this like skull, like this thing is like he recognizes that this is like the skull is like easily 3 times larger than he is. So this must have been the skull of an ancient dragon. This thing must have been like a massive when it was alive. Like the amount of years that it must have lived and the experience that it must have held must have been gargantuan in comparison to the lives of mortals. But oddly enough, as you look at it, you feel dissonant whispers start to tingle in the back of your skull. You feel drawn to this thing. It wants you to touch it.
Oh, I touch it, dude.
All right, so you place your hand on it. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
1 second. Jesus, I don't like that. I have to throw a Constitution save.
Yeah, you'll open up your character sheet, and then you'll go to your Constitution, and then you'll click it, and you'll go saving throw.
No, I know how to do it. I'm just not comfortable doing it.
I'm just trying to help.
Constitution. Here we go. All right, normal roll. Here we go.
All right. You needed a 5. So like you feel energy like course through the decaying marrow of this skull and travel up your arm and into your brain. And all of a sudden you start having a vision. The entire world is silent. The darkness opens up. You see a dwarf clad in armor of platinum bowing down to a woman with wings. She stands approximately 7 foot tall, no hair. They seem to be making some kind of deal. You listen as closely as you can to see if you can hear what they're saying, but the more that you try to hone in on that sound of their speech, the more it starts to sound like a foreign language to you. It's almost as if you're trying to like read a book in a dream. And all of a sudden, you find yourself back here.
All right, I want to come to and just like immediately gag because I saw a dwarf. Just kidding. All right, guys, I've touched this dragon and I've had a vision. I saw this giant elf lady and a dwarf kneeling at her feet, and couldn't really tell what they were talking about, but seemed like a deal was going down.
Was he wearing platinum armor?
He was wearing platinum armor, actually, yeah.
That's so really, really interesting. So,
yeah,
Magmar, you recognize that platinum armor, there is only one dwarf that is renowned for wearing platinum armor. He's referring to Claven Brassborn, who is the king of the Dwarven Protectorate. This is the person that's on all of your money.
Excellent.
Right now, he's about 300 years old right now. He's been leading the Dwarven Nation and like basically expanding their territory in the subterranean for his entire reign.
So he's still alive?
Oh yeah, he's still alive for sure. Dwarves have like elven lifespans. They don't live to be 1,000, but they can live to be about like 500 or 800.
He's probably working with you disgusting dragon people. I mean, you lovely dragon people.
Well, that's interesting. Like, so Ignotus, you recognize like the 7 foot tall figure with wings. Like, you noticed that like she had wings, and you got the sense that she had some sort of like draconic like essence about her.
For sure. Yep, I felt that.
So if
Johnny may know about her, right?
You don't know shit, dude. You don't know shit about dragons. I'm the dragon here, bro.
Oh, she's the dragon, not demon. I just get you guys confused. All right, guys, that's on me. Respectfully.
So like you recognize that like even though like this was like a humanoid figure you're looking at, the fact that it had wings and like no hair and kind of like it had a really bizarre like sort of features, you recognize that this was like a draconic entity, like some kind of dragon, because in D&D dragons are like they're like transmutative. They can like change their being, they can change their shape. They're like not monsters like they are in like Skyrim or something like that. They're like thinking and like they're like extremely sentient beings. They have lifespans that go on for tens of thousands of years, and like they can sleep for hundreds of years at a time. Like basically they're like very godly entities for something that would like exist in a mortal plane.
The only God I know is Jesus Christ. Come on now.
You actually, as you say that, like your tongue kind of like, and you're like, because it actually goes against your contract.
Yeah, it does.
I feel like Ignotus should know who this lady dragon figure is. He's pretty well read.
Okay. make me a history check. It needs to be a 15 or higher.
Hey, while he's doing that, can I secretly cast Prestidigitation?
Prestidigitation?
Yeah, Prestidigitation, yeah. On Ignotus, so whether he secretly, so he doesn't see why he's like recalling in history. So like if he actually remembers this, if he passes, sparks are going to come out of his head, like a light bulb kind of. But if he fails, he soils himself.
As long as he says brain blast right afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay, because of this, I will. So what did I say? 15. I need you to make.
Yeah.
Now make me a 12.
Excellent.
Hit me.
Fuck, dude.
Come on,
Bro.
man.
So wait, I have to say what? Brain blast?
No, so you roll a 7 plus 3.
Yeah. 10.
I'll let you mulligan it one time because I'm actually like really kind of enjoying this line of thought here.
Give me a roll again.
Yeah. You got it.
Oh no! Wait!
Let's
No! You
fucking
didn't hear my other
go.
part. I said if he passed, he gets the brain blast thing. If he fails, he soils himself.
I didn't soil myself, bro. I'm smart as fuck.
Yeah.
So
He failed.
no, I guess he used his inspiration.
Oh.
I was about to say, is he inspired? Because like
He was inspired.
Well, it's too late. He done used it, so.
Yeah. So like as you like you're like think, like you're like sitting there like Winnie the Pooh, like trying to like think.
Yeah, I'm pacing back and forth. Yeah.
And then like all of a sudden, like you like have a bunch of confetti and like fucking sparks shoot out of your head. You go, and then what do you say?
I say I got it.
Brain blast.
Oh fuck, dude!
Like,
Brain
you gotta,
blast.
you gotta be like Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy Neutron, bro.
Come on, man.
All right, hold on. Brain blast.
Okay, great, sure, we'll take it. So, so like you actually recall, this is Circadia. What the fuck? This is a dragon that was like disgraced because of like the horrible fucking experiments she was doing on other dragons. She was like trying to like turn dragons into demons, and she was like
You guys confused?
she was like banishing. She was like banished from all of dragonkind, but she was renowned for her prowess in experimentation and in her ambition. What the fuck was she doing with Claven Brassborn?
That's the real question. Oh, he would run away.
And like all of a sudden, like Magmar, you feel like extremely fucking vindicated.
Sweet justice. Well, hey man, you know that's how all conspiracy people are anyway. You know, I mean, not that I always actually knew because I was on the inside.
Oh,
Sure.
All right, sorry. Okay, I heard that she did experiments and some shit like that.
She did experiments on dragons to try to turn dragons into demons because she had a deal with Tiamat. Oh, I forgot to mention that she had a deal with Tiamat.
Tiamat. I know Tiamat.
You know Tiamat? So for the class, Tiamat is the goddess of evil dragons. She lives actually in the first layer of the Hells, which is known as Avernus, not Inverness, as fucking Johnny Cash Fiddlefinger has insisted upon calling it.
That's what we call it on the inside. You want to get it.
And she has basically been imprisoned there by the god, not the god, but the archdevil. That I forget the name of right now. We'll get to that some other time. And basically, she wants nothing more than to get the fuck out of hell. She has very minimal control over the other planes of reality from hell. Mm-hmm. But she's been suckered into a bad deal with a demon. So,
Been there.
So all of this is sort of connected in some way. In Magmar, you start to like make these connections, and like you're like thinking about like the cork board and like the thumbtacks, and you're like, follow
That's the smart
you're like,
board.
funny, follow the money.
Magmar doesn't want to like give too much information to his party members because like he's still not 100% trusting, obviously. Of
I thought we were cool. I thought we were
we
chill.
are. We're all together. What are we gonna fucking sidebar to the side?
Yeah, this might be a conversation y'all might have later.
Yeah, and I mean also Magmar is he's a little rogue in general, right? Like he's part of the team, but he's also kind of a guerrilla warrior. So like,
But we bonded over racism.
that doesn't mean he can still be friends, bro.
Right,
You think-
as you say that, Johnny Cash, you're like, wait a second. Racism is really easy to come by in these lands.
Yeah, I guess I get it.
It's like you're not special because you got some shitty opinions. Like, all of a sudden, everybody hears like a crunch, 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 coming from the door of this room.
With the main room?
Johnny cracks the door open and just peeks.
Does Johnny Cash see? What does Johnny Cash see?
I see the dead guys, and I see a goat right here in front of me.
You see a goat directly in front of you, like obsessively nibbling and eating the crusty, like rusted block of this door. It's obviously craving that mineral.
I whispered to him, I said, hey man, is there anybody else in there besides the dead guys?
No.
Alright. I'm gonna open this door. Go back to your goat friend. Stop eating this door handle.
But it tastes good.
I command thee to go to the other, and I just sling open the door and kind of pops him and scares him, and he runs back to his buddies.
So like he actually flies like way back here as you do that. Like it starts like barreling like ass overhead, like toward the other side of this room.
I'm just gonna kind of. All right, sick. All right, we're good. We're good, dudes. We're good, dudes.
All right.
Is there anything to know about this here statue in here of the dude laying down? Is that important in any?
So
Yeah, it looks like a
that is a sarcophagus.
Oh, let's open it, guys.
Yeah, let's lift it up, bro. I got my pulley situation.
All right. So like you look at this thing and you reckon this thing can't weigh more than 350 pounds. And you're like, I can totally rip this thing up. Make me a strength check at an advantage.
Wait, Magmar, before you do it, should we just make sure it's not booby trap? Because I remember in ancient Egypt from my times in the hells that they would trap some of these. So I don't want you to lose your hand.
Hey man, I think that's a great idea. Let's see. Should somebody else, or am I investigating it as well? Or are we gonna have Glimmer?
So like Glimmer comes over here and he kind of like flashes at it and he's like, I can't really tell if this thing's trapped or not.
That needs no magic at least.
No, there's no magic.
Could Glimmer identify like a trap, or can he only identify like magic?
He says, I can identify magic, but like if you needed to like see if there's a trap on anything, like you'd probably need to get in there yourself.
That's good. I think, does Kenzo have the best ability for that, or who has the best inspection?
So Ignotus actually has the best inspection.
Spectacles, bro.
He's got the eyes of minute seeing. Oh, here he comes. Here comes that boy.
Oh, there he comes. Show up when he can.
Let's see.
I'm sorry, I was still thinking about how shady the dwarf was being. What do you guys need? You guys need me to open the crypt?
Yeah, we need you to see if this sarcophagus is trapped. Roll me an investigation check at advantage. And while you're doing that, I'm gonna go pee real quick. 22, never mind. That was really fast. Okay, so like you look at this thing and you're like, this thing isn't locked or trapped. In fact, it's kind of ajar. And like here's the thing, like look, it is kind of ajar. like that, like it doesn't take a genius to look at this thing and be like, this thing is like kind of halfway off.
Man, he freaked me out. I was like, hey.
So Ignotus says, "What are you guys worried about?" And then he pushes it open.
So like you kind of like, and it goes on the side of the floor beside it, and inside you see a petrified sort of like mummy. It has like the hint of a bust, so you reckon it might have been a woman at one point.
Oh.
Jesus, well, get Fiddlefinger away from it.
Ignotus, do you have Speak to the Dead? Or does Guardian?
Guardian looks through his spell book right quick, and he's like, no.
Thank you.
Ignotus, does anybody have Speak to the Dead?
Hold on.
So Glimmer's
You mean
like, I don't think anybody can do that. Maybe someday.
Does this corpse qualify as pointy?
I wouldn't think it's pointy. It's kind of just like desiccated, really.
Cool. Can I swallow it to regurgitate it later when we have somebody who can speak to dead?
Well, it is
full
like 5'6". So I don't think so.
Wait.
Like, what about just the head though? Like, what about just his head?
Could we put it in the bag of holding? let's put it in the bag of holding.
I wanted to eat it.
Could I do a an investigation check on the tomb? Maybe like I recognize who this guy is on the tomb or something.
Yeah, no, do a a history check on the sarcophagus. You need to roll me a 10.
Oh, fuck.
You don't know what the fuck this is.
Can I do a history check?
Sure.
I just want to show I'm smarter. If I get this, I'm going to laugh. Where's history?
It should be in skills.
Yeah, nah. Ah, there it is. All right, perfect. Let me just.
Damn.
As you like peer down this, you pull your fedora down and you say, actually, so this sarcophagus appears to be a bas relief of the woman that it is entombing.
Yeah, guys. Literally, once I saw the breasts, I knew who this was.
Okay, so there's nothing to gain from this.
There's nothing. Yeah. Let's just
No, but as you stuff it, as you're like kind of like cruelly stuffing this this corpse into your bag of holding, you notice there is a note laying on his tummy.
Oh, I grabbed the note and I read it for the class.
Okay, so the note says, "I've always fucking hated you, you stupid fucking bitch."
Guys, the note says, "I've always fucking hated you, you stupid fucking bitch." I think she was murdered.
I think so too.
I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna just grab my magical tape that I always have and just put it on her body so it doesn't go anywhere. So when we pull her out, it's still there.
Perfect.
All right, guys. Let's put the pieces together. What's going on with this dragon and this sarcophagus?
That's what I'm saying.
All of a sudden, you
Okay.
guys start to hear a nibbling at the door.
Fucking goat, dude.
Fucking
All right,
I kick the door. I just kick the door as hard as I can open.
Jesus.
The goat goes over here and he goes, "Bah! I have a mineral deficiency."
Guys, how does everybody feel about me killing the goat?
All the other goats like heard you say that, and they're like,
No.
they're like, "No, stop! No, goats have great hearing, dude." They're like, "No,
Okay.
stop! Spare our brother. We'll show you where the inn is."
All right, perfect. Take us to the end.
Okay, bah, follow us. Bah, that's where we came from. Bah. And they lead you out the front of this chapel here. And you are now tromping through the forest.
Oh, Jesus.
And while that's loading up, I'm gonna go pee.
Okay, goodbye.
I'm gonna write a song about trapped through the forest.
Okay. You okay?
All right, I'm back. Oh, everybody else is gone.
Yeah, you
All right.
made it.
I wrote a very short song.
Perfect. While everybody else is gone, I'm
for
gonna go
tra-
make myself a tiny drink. Be right back. Now that I've got more time.
Here you go, your water. You guys hear me in there?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Oh, God. So good. Crazy.
And nothing's not going
Bro.
I'm back. I visited the bar.
Excellent. Excellent.
Fantastic. All right, I'm here in spirit.
Give me 1 second.
Are we trekking through the forest? That we're doing?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. So
Y'all do some trekking through the forest, RP, while we're waiting for Mike to get back.
Yeah, I want to ask Magmar what he thinks about the whole vision thing.
the whole vision thing. Well, I think you probably know more than you're letting on. That's what I think. I think you know a lot of insider secrets about these dragging folk that like to be terrorizing innocents.
Okay.
No, honestly though, like on the real, between me and you, even though I really don't like you, but it's kind of common knowledge, like the king is like a fucking dick, like on the real. Like most people don't really like him that much.
Really aggressive at expanding dwarven territory, like at the expense of like other native creatures, like in the subterranean.
Yeah, I mean,
Kind of a controversial figure.
yeah, that's part of why Magmar got out of the whole, dog and pony show you call the military. You know another thing, fucking military? A lot of dudes. Where are the boobies?
Like Gizmo's like kind of like flying alongside you, and he's like accessing his archives of like military photos, and he's like, "You're right. There are no boobies there."
That's what I'm saying, man. You imagine, you're trekking around in the jungle for fucking months on end. You get back, and all there is a bunch of hairy fucking dwarves, man. It's hard out.
Sounds terrible.
But then like Glimmer kind of like looks at you. He's like, "Yeah, but like like probably like 25% of those dwarves are probably like totally cool with that."
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, like if you think about it, like don't your women look a lot like your men? Like both of y'all have beards and shit.
Hey, don't your women look a lot like your men?
We're sexless. I'm a robot.
Oh, I'm sorry, not you. Guardian, yeah.
It was Guardian.
Guardian is like, his eyes are crossed right now. He's not even paying attention. He's like deep in thought. Brady, you're muted.
I wrote our Stomping Through the Forest.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and listen to this Stomping Through the Forest song.
Excellent.
And I'm gonna stop the music here. And Reader, go ahead and play that when you're ready.
I'm straight. Is everybody watching?
I'm watching.
You're good.
We're stomping through the forest, just a couple men and goats. The goats are kinda stupid. If they
The goats all look
lead
at you
us
and they
astray,
kinda just like,
they
what
will
the
be
fuck?
booted. Here we go, Gradian.
Oh shit, I spelled it wrong.
We are the bravest of them all. Hopefully we find some maidens. They will gully on our balls. Stomp, stomp, stomp. We are just stomping away. Off to see some maidens. Hopefully their breasts are on display. We stomp, stomp, stomp through the forest, looking for the beautiful florist. We love the ladies, we love the women. Maybe one will fuck us to Hades.
Hell yeah.
We stomp.
All right, that's perfect.
Dude, that dude was a bop, though.
I legitimately felt like I was going on the journey.
Dude, that was a journeyman song. I put folk and campfire.
I just want to see how the other one starts real quick. I'm just gonna.
Salute bops.
We're stomping through the...
No, this one sounds like a fucking kid song. Anyway, so like, as you're kind of like stomping through this forest, like it's really dark and gloomy all around you. Like the mist, like the mist is unescapable. Like it's all over you. It feels damp on your skin. Like it starts to like condense on like your nose hairs, and it's like, god damn, it is muggier than a motherfucker out here. And like, and it just makes you feel sick. Everybody but Johnny Cash like starts to feel like they're like kind of like queasy in their stomach, and they're like, wow, man, I you know, at least we got this song, and because of that song, everything seems to look a little brighter, and this, and the end not so far away, and before you know it, we all find ourselves.
Elven armed men.
Did we actually make it back to a town? That's hard to believe.
All right.
I like that we asked the goats earlier about this, and like, well, I don't know what you're talking about. And now all of a sudden they remember.
No, there were some no, the goats said that they were there at, from they were from the inn. They said that. I double triple checked.
No, okay, cool.
Dude, you guys ever heard of Jackoff's gun?
Negative.
Yeah, of course.
Well, it is the writing principle that says that if you put a gun on the fireplace in the first bit, then it needs to be fired by the end of the book. Of the book.
Interesting.
And what's it called again?
I like to call it Jackoff's gun, but it's actually like Chekhov's gun. It's just funnier to say that. Why is it taking so long for y'all to load?
I don't know. Look at this motherfucker over here eating a carrot.
Yeah, what the fuck's wrong with you, man?
Yeah, what's up, bugs? What's up, Doc?
There's something you can do to them.
Gabe is just for the recording. Gabe said that he wanted to play D&D with us too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, click that, please.
Gabe,
while we're
what do you
waiting,
have to say about all
this
this?
is my third device I'm trying to shit on. If it don't load, I'm gonna have to bow out for the night.
Aw, that sucks. That's
The
okay.
iPad ain't working.
We'll
The phone ain't working. We're trying out the Xbox now.
Oh, dude, don't. What are you trying to pull up?
This shit, the D&D shit. I've
We
been
need
at a
to
green
get you a
screen all
fucking
night.
computer, man.
I know.
Come on.
You bet.
Bro, do you
Or-
not have a computer?
Or a laptop. What about the laptop?
The fucking laptop is in my truck.
Go outside and get your laptop. What are we doing?
Bro, you
Oh,
were
I had a
not
wreck
dedicated
Tuesday.
to this, man.
I had a wreck Tuesday.
You had a wreck Tuesday?
Yeah,
So your truck's like somewhere
in
else?
the fucking wrecker.
Is it total?
But it's like
I don't
Why
know
wouldn't
yet.
you remove your stuff from
it's
the
Sunday,
truck?
bro. It was
Like-
Tuesday. I mean, I'm not hating. That sucks, but like, it's 5 days.
So like it's it's been snowing down here like hell, right?
Bro,
And
don't even give that
so-
excuse, bro. This shit's been melting for 2 days, bro.
And so like it's locked behind the gate, and the fucking wrecker service is like, we ain't got nobody there. They're all out working. I'm like, but bro, I got shit in there I need for work. They're like, well, we can't get nobody out there. And then I called today, and he was like, yeah, we can get somebody out there, but it's gonna be like 40 extra bucks. I'm like,
Bro.
fuck you. So like, I have to be there when they open tomorrow.
That's
Dude, I
fucking
still have to-
lame.
And like, we're down to like a 1-car household, and so like, I got to trip off of daycare,
Oh.
Keely off to work, and then be there at 8 when they open, so I can get my shit out my truck and then go back to work. It's crazy.
It crashed.
No, it didn't crash. I reset it. Everybody
Oh.
try to join again.
It crashed, guys.
Yeah, it crashed. Everybody try to join again.
When do I get to play my song that I wrote 3,000 letters in?
Soon, my young Padawan. Soon.
I mean, 3,000 letters. I mean, that makes it sound real fancy. I mean, what is that? Like 700 words? Like, were they 3-letter words? I mean, I give you a prop. I'm just saying. Like, 3,000 letters. That's what I would use for like a paper for like a teacher. It's just like, yeah, we're write a 1,000-word essay. It's like, oh, I thought you said 1,000 letters. My bad.
Why does everybody bully me?
Because you're making a big deal about writing fucking 3,000 characters.
That is like you kind of put yourself out there with it.
How
I
can you be
appreciate
mean?
all your songs though.
How can you be mean to somebody with this puppy that looks like he's dying? Look at
Because
him.
your dog is stupid and it's wearing clothes.
You like him?
No, I said that he was kind of cute.
No, you said he's actually kind of cute.
Yeah, well, he wasn't wearing fucking clothes when I saw him last time.
This is Lauren. This is Lauren's doing, and you know it.
Yeah, well, she's not here right now, is she?
Can't wait to get in trouble.
No, I'm scared. Now I feel like she's like right behind the monitor or something.
She's like gonna open the door with her hands on her hips.
Yeah. She's got like a secret backup headset. I'm listening the whole time.
You know what's really cool is because this recording is from my angle. Like, if y'all go and like watch this recording on YouTube whenever we put it up, like you guys will get to see how the sausage is made. You'll get to see like all the shit that I'm hiding in the background.
I don't want to ruin for myself. Maybe once we get past whatever it is we're doing, I'll go check it out.
Is everybody able to join?
No, it's
Yeah,
It's still not loading though.
Yeah, it's still loading.
Like I'm at 99.
I've been at 99 since I joined.
It must be
Yeah,
trying
same.
to load up this all this fog, I guess.
God damn, it's foggy. Why'd you have to make it so foggy, bro?
Because I didn't do it.
Oh, who
God
did
damn,
it?
it's
Then?
the foggy bottom boys.
It's foggy in this forest. I don't know what you want from me.
Well, while we're doing that, guys, tune into my stream real quick.
No, we can't play the song until it's time.
Stop it to the forest while it loads.
You're playing
Yeah,
what?
no.
Oh my god,
I want to hear you stomping through the forest.
I'm not streaming that.
As we're stomping through the forest, I look down at Magmar's belt and I see a vial of poison. attached to his belt, and I say, "Is that what I think it is?"
We're stomping
Come.
through the forest. Just a
Hold on, pause the song. We got, or at least turn it down a little bit so we can talk about dragon cum poison.
How'd you come up? How did you? How'd you even get that?
Yeah, I mean, like, what is
I thought you hated dragons, bro.
the potency of their semen? Come on, let's not be ridiculous. I mean, well, all right. So, funny story. Part of the reason why I decided, oh hey, you know what? Don't worry about it. Part of the reason why I decided to leave the force, though, was because I walked in one time on a dragonkin pulling a Bill Clinton on one of our first ladies. And in that instance, he pulled out, aghast, and I was like, "Oh shit!" But like he was already about to come, and so he shot it on the wall, and I was like really freaked out. But I knew that it was dissolving the wall, so I quickly scraped some into a vial and was like, "This just depends on what your definition of is," and I just like left.
All right, 10-4, got it.
Did you say something?
No, it was corrosive.
Poison,
Poison.
Yeah, no, it like some properties of dragon cum, like if you were to put dragon cum in your own veins, it probably wouldn't do anything. But you've like refined it in such a way that when it contacts the bloodstream, it actually ignites.
Yes.
And that's like our excuse for the one-hit KOs anytime you get a you get a one-hit KO. But also, you might want to read a little bit about that in your training there, under your Secrets of the Jungle.
I saw that. I had it like a once daily use. I was like, huh. It's like a men's one a day.
So like as we're all like over here like discussing like dragon cum and like the properties of different types of cum and like the differences of cum, like we realize that the goats have led us to the front of this inn.
Next.
Are we still in the forest?
We are actually. I think I picked the wrong song. Oh, I didn't upload the right song. All right. So y'all all find yourselves, except for Mike. I don't see that you're in here.
I should be. I'm still at 99%.
He's in here. I see him.
So you're at the front of this thing, but my song is glitching out. Let me fix that. Okay, there we go. All right, so you're at the front of an inn. Like you see like a big like sort of like wood etched sign that says the Elven Arms. You're at the front door. The ghost comes up to it and starts nibbling at the front of the lock.
There's clearly some kind of connection. I'm sorry, with the locks, man. Like,
Yeah, what's up with the locks?
Somebody make me a nature check.
What is it? What does nature have to be? What does that have to be?
It'll be in your nature skills. Somebody needs to roll me a 15 or higher.
oh Jesus. Oh well, of course. Well,
So
yeah,
Johnny Cash doesn't know. Ignotus doesn't know.
oh, are we all getting a shot?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
In fact, Kenzo will do it too.
Guardian
Let's
should
do
try as
that.
well.
Yeah, let's have that.
14. Nobody knows so far.
Ah, damn it.
Kenzo knows.
I sure do. I fucking know.
All right. So Kenzo, you actually look back into your memories, back in the Hidden Leaf Village, and like during like certain times of like drought, when the soil wasn't as plentiful as usual, like sometimes you would notice like the ghosts in your village would like be like oddly attracted to like licking and nibbling on certain like pieces of metal. You reckon that this goat has a mineral deficiency?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this goat has a mineral deficiency.
Excellent.
You like walk up to the goat, and it says, "Bruh, mineral deficiency." Bruh.
Hey,
And like you kind of like hear like all of the activity that was happening in this inn, like as you were approaching it, kind of stop as the nibbling began.
I'm sorry, I've been talking, but I forgot to mute because the dog was barking. We can't move because the game's paused.
Fixed.
There we go.
Sick for my yeah.
All right.
Can I just knock on the door?
Yeah, you can knock on the door.
Go why he led us here. Why don't you ask him why he led us here? What can we expect to find in there?
Oh yeah, hey, goat, what's gonna be in this inn?
The goat looks at you and says, "Bah! This is where our masters brought us. There's many people inside. And they all seem scared. Bah!"
I'm just gonna open the door because it's an inn.
All right, you open the door. What do you see?
I see this guy at the front, so I'm gonna go up to him and be like,
So like you
"Hello?"
open up this door and like immediately like you see like this entire room is like filled with activity. Like everybody is like sitting at tables. Like you see a group of like guards. You see a group of lizard men, strangely enough, sitting in the back corner. You see like a broken family sort of sitting over here in the back corner. You see a guy sitting by himself. You see a table full of goblins and then an orc sitting by himself. What do? You've entered this this tavern, so I will change the music to... Here we go.
I want to talk to this guy and just introduce the party.
Where does everybody come? Does everybody else decide to come in?
Yeah, I
Guardian does, and also Glimmer does.
I want to come in last.
All right, Magmar, go ahead and move yourself in.
I said I was thinking about sneaking around. How bad of an idea is it at this point to split the party?
I mean, like you can definitely sneak around if you like want to get an idea what the perimeter of this building, and that's like so like you can like move yourself freely like throughout the perimeter of this building if you wish, while like everybody else is coming in, and like so like Kenzo like walks in because like obviously like Magmar is gonna go do his own thing. The goats sort of settle themselves into the stables because they know they're not allowed inside because they smell too bad. So Johnny Cash immediately like you see like a very old man walk up to you, and actually you notice the first thing that sticks out to you is that he has ears exactly like Guardian's.
Wow. Hello, friend. How are you doing?
Well, hello. You gave us all an awful fright. We didn't know what those sounds was, but well, it seems that you don't mean us any harm. My name is Cyrano. What can I do for you?
Cyrano, it's nice to meet you. My name's Johnny Cash Fiddlefingers. I'm a part of a party that's here. We're on our way to Starkey. But Mayor Blumpkin of Limgrave has sent us on a task on our way to assist the capital because there's been some stuff going on in the forest. Do you know of anything going on, or have you guys experienced this?
Oh, so you're here to help with all this evil mess then?
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. That this mess seemed to set in about 6 months ago, and well, I'm an old man and I used the last of my power to sanctify the walls of this establishment. You know, this used to be a stand-up place. This used to be a major thoroughfare of trade and commerce. We used to see all sorts of types around here. But as you see, look around you. Everyone around here, I'm trying to take them in as the best as I can. We've got goblins here that were routed from their homes. We've got gods that were on their way from Starkey to Longgrove. You see, this has become sort of a way station. The paranormal forces that affect this forest, it's too much for any man to get through. So I've been trying to help these people as the best as I can, but I'm afraid that we're gonna run out of provisions soon enough.
Well, we're here to help, and first, good job on doing this. That's actually what Mayor Blumpkin noticed, is because trade's been interrupted. Tulumgro from Starkey. That's why he sent us here. So you said this started about 6 months ago. What other things, what other unusual things have happened, since then?
Well, let me tell you something. I have never seen more undead in one area in my entire life, and granted, I'm about 850 years old, so I've got a few things to say about living. I have never seen curses to this effect. Ever. This is not a natural occurrence. And as this is all happening, Magmar kind of walks in and closes the door behind him. Magmar, what do you say?
Man, there is nothing remarkable at all out there. I thought about sneaking in through the bathroom, but to what end?
Well, I'm sorry. There's not much happening around here except us trying to make this meager existence out here in this cursed forest. I wish there was more that I could offer you. And he looks at you. He kind of looks at you up and down, and you're a really impressive looking character. You've definitely seen some shit. You've got that 1,000-yard stare. And he reckons that this guy's not even trying to he's not even trying to rob me right now. He's just checking out the perimeter.
I just like to make sure everything's safe, man. I don't like to get caught off guard, especially in a weird situation like this.
Well, thank you. And you also notice that everybody is in this whole room, everybody is looking at you guys.
Looking at me, I'm posted up against the wall, looking at them.
Well,
Kenzo's over here posted against the wall, thinking about how he can't drink.
He can't drink?
No, he can try. It's just never really worked out well for him.
Well, innkeeper, we're quite parched. How about some drinks?
Well, absolutely. Let me get you guys around right now. So, he actually goes into the back over here, and he opens this door, and he comes over here. Mm-hmm. And you can't see what he's doing over here, but he comes over here. He comes back with 6. He's got 3. He's in both of his hands. He's got 3 of these very tall glass steins. Mike's having a fucking kidney stone problem. I can tell by the way he's walking.
Bro.
Yeah, I literally I've seen my mom do the exact same shit, the exact same walk.
My fucking pressure on my side. But yeah, let's
my side.
My son, help! Help! This kid is so.
Muddy, are you okay?
Anyway, so he comes back with 3 glass steins in each of his 2 hands, and he hands you each a large, a draught of beer. And it smells really good. It smells fresh, actually. You can almost get the notes of the barley and the leaven in your nose as you smell it. You're like, wow, this is straight off the presses.
I don't know if I trust this beer. This is an odd establishment.
You look around and everybody's drinking the same beer.
All right, I give it a little sniff.
I pretend to drink it and throw it over my shoulder.
Make me a dexterity check. Not you, Braden. You, Mr. Kenzo. I'll do it for you, actually. So what you're gonna do is you're trying to sneakily throw this behind yourself.
Mm.
Can I also ask Gizmo just to check for magic on this alcohol for me after Kenzo does his thing?
Yeah, Glimmer flies up and goes. He's like, nothing wrong with this. So let's go stealth dex. Okay, that was a 7. That wasn't very good. So basically, as everybody is quaffing their drink, everybody sees you like take it and just like spill it over the side of your face, and everyone's like, and it like splashes onto the floor, and like the whole room smells like beer now. And then Cyrano actually comes up to you and he says, son, I think you missed. Hold on, I'll be right back. So he comes back in here. And then he comes back with another beer and he's like, here you go, son. Don't worry about it. It's on the house.
Don't mind him. He hasn't been able to hold his own in a fight for a while, especially from a guy named Raccoon. I walk over to the table with a chuckle.
So we all drink.
Everybody drinks. And then Glimmer says, everybody, I propose a toast. To life, to victory, and to the light.
To the light.
To the light.
Light.
To the light.
Here.
Hey, Cyrano, I got a question for you.
Well, I might have an answer for you.
It seems gloomy, and I completely understand because of the times, but you see, I'm a bard. And I like playing a tune to make people happy. I give a little riff of my fiddle.
So you give a little fiddle riff to just to prove that you're a bard.
Yeah.
So you bring out your fiddle and then you hit him with a. Whoops, wrong song. wrong button. So he hits him with a. He says, "Oh. Wow. Well, I don't think I've ever heard music like that before, but I suppose that the crowd needs a little bit of jubilation in here. We've been cooped up in here for," and he kind of looks up and he scratches his head. He's like, "How long have we been here?" And then reader, make me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Wait, where's the saving throw on it? Because I just clicked intelligence.
Let me look.
It's on the right.
So intelligence, you gotta click on the word int, and then you'll go.
I clicked that.
Let's configure roll.
Just do normal. That's it.
Yeah, just do normal. Okay. So you're like, you've been here 6 months. He's like, oh, well, I suppose you're right. It has been 6 months, hasn't it? You kind of reckon that the prolonged effects from this fog is affecting people's memories.
We got to get out of here, folks.
He says, I've been trying to put these people up the best as I can, but I can give you one thing. As long as you're here, I've been given the adventurers access to the rooms. It's been mostly a stop where you drop type of situation, and since you all seem to be combat effective, perhaps you should rest up for the night. And it's soon as Guardian hears this, his ears kind of prick up, and he's like, "I'm tired." And he says, and then Cyrano says, "Well, I suppose you could have the room on the far left-hand side of the establishment." And Guardian says, "Okay. Good night, guys." And he comes over here. And he opens the door. And he comes in here, and he is asleep in 0.25 seconds.
Cyrano, before I play and bring up the mood. Just a quick question: you have any women here? Any single women, preferably?
Well, there's a family over there. Well, was she married? Well,
Oh, yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. I know who
He
this
starts
is.
he like scratches his head. He's like, well, and he's like, and surely I'm pretty sure one of those lizard folk over there is a woman.
That's
and
fine.
One of the guards is also a woman. There's women aplenty in here.
Excellent, excellent. Let me bring up the mood real quick. Let me play a little something. So Johnny chugs his beer so I can have like a makeshift thing. And I want to post up. And I'm gonna put it here.
All right.
And is this where I play the song?
Yep. So you like kind of get here by the fireplace, like the sole source of warmth here. Like you feel like the cold sap in through the floorboards of this place. Like even though this place is consecrated, you can still like sort of feel the oppression of this paranormal fog, like kind of suffuse all around you. But then you know that as soon as you start playing that fiddle, you're gonna start feeling normal again.
Magmar would like to order extra beers for all of his friends.
So how do you do that? So are you like buying around for the whole bar, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Because all right, so we're gonna do one round for the homies, and then like Magmar's gonna be pretty tipsy, and then he's gonna buy a round for the bar.
Okay,
Because
great.
we'll just start out, you know.
So at first, like you kind of you flick like a silver piece over to Cyrano, and he kind of catches it adroitly, and he says, "Yeah, well, one round of drinks coming up for you and all your friends." And he comes in and he gives you, and he does his thing that I'm already sick of doing, and then he comes back and he gives you all a beer, and then.
Excellent.
Okay, so reader, I'm gonna go ahead and tune into your stream. Make sure you're doing the thing, and I'm gonna go pee. And Jacob, you do your toast. Reader, then you do your song. I will be right back. I'm gonna let this play out diegetically. All right, and
All right.
Go. Afraid you're muted, by the way.
Well, I'd just like to raise a toast. I don't even know if Magmar doesn't really have an accent. I would like to raise a toast to my friends and comrades and all those weird ladies that almost got raped on our journey. To friends. And then I grab Ignotus by the tail and I just snip the very end of it off. And I was just like, oh shit, I'm sorry, man. I was just wondering, will it grow back? I guess I could have asked, but...
Jesus Christ. I immediately grab your beard and cut a quarter of it off.
Well, that's cool, bro. I can grow 50 feet of beard a day.
Nice.
No, I'm just kidding. You can have your tail. Let's say I just ask you, hey, does your tail grow back like a lizard?
Yeah, it does, man. And I just whip my tail, plop it on the table.
Don't put your ass on the table, bro.
It's the tip of my tail, bro. It's all good.
Just a tip.
And so then Magmar's like, yeah, I got a tail too, and flops his dick on the table. No, I'm just kidding.
God, dog, it's so girthy.
Yeah.
It's all
Covered
girthy.
up yeah, it's underneath the beard though. It's all kind of jumbled into there. He's got a cousin it thing kind of going on.
Nice.
And then, are these lizard folks back here? They look familiar to you in any way? I mean, I'm not saying you all look the same, but
Yeah, man, I'm not a lizard, I'm a dragon.
Oh shit, my bad.
This is the worst
weird
toast, man.
Yeah, I love that this is the toast the whole time. It's to friends and family.
I'm sorry. I thought I had finished the toast. I thought we were just fucking. Yeah.
Oh, just fucking around. Your toast is done.
Yeah, I had been done toasting, bro. The toast is I did the toast, and then the toast was done when I was asking you about your tail.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't really, I guess, specify.
All right, cool. So, do I go?
Yes. Yeah, go ahead. Unless anybody else has anything else they wanted to flavor it with.
No, I just whisper under my breath, "Fuck dwarves," and then I started kind of walking around, while Justin sings the song.
Alright. Then once you guys finish, then I kind of announce, I'm like, hello everyone of Elven Arms Inn. My name is Johnny Cat Fiddlefingers. I come from parts unknown, aka Avernus. I'm here with my crew that I'm a part of, Guardians of Sitanus. I know things have looked doom and gloom. I'm here to brighten your day, but also we're here to clear the fog that has plagued this land. But before we do that, we need to rest up, and I want to bring up the mood. So I'm gonna play you a little song of a little part of our story that brought us here.
So like as you say that, like everybody kind of like looks at you attentively. Everybody kind of looks hopeful. There's like a child sitting at this table in the far back left-hand corner. That like kind of like looks at you like especially happily, like it's a little girl. She's like kind of like clapping.
Yeah.
All right. Play the song.
We have young adventurers, we're new around town. We've been traveling for 4 nights. Skid's been real tight. We start on our way to Starkey in a little wagon just guessed with little P. A guard didn't like his helmet, his mentor warned. His mentor's brain became velvet.
Yeah,
we were under attack, but fret not, little ones. The Guardians of Sitanus are back in black. The kobolds were no match. A detour was needed for heals. Johnny wanted fishes, everyone else wanted a meal. We got some armor, potions and such. Went to the tavern for some good much. Johnny rizzed up a dude looking for Kinzo. Johnny took all his clothes and some info for Kinzo. The tavern keeper had a certain problem. A vow of silence was needed, but let's just say the Guardians of Sitanus ensured the task was completed. Next stop was Mayor Bleakin at the Old Oak Shade Inn. We gave him a CD and a task to help out the capital. Now we are all in the barren wood. It's pretty spooky, but we met some deer that were pretty good. One went off by the water. A giant serpent gobbled him up. But the Guardians laid him out like somebody's daughter. Gizmo went straight in to see if it had goods. He came back with news of a dead deer and pieces of woods. We went to check out the other deer, but he was dead too. We all gasped and cried, oh dear. Sturges surround our brave little crew. Blood-sucking vermin, but the Sturges were killed. Our Guardians' queens surely grew. Our next stop was a little house. It was too quiet, no sign of a mouse. All of a sudden we saw the zombies, but fret not, young ones. We just burned that bitch to the ground.
That is true.
We had some little guys come up that cried in agony of their killings. He asked us to find bandits. They asked, we fuck them up. We found a dude apart at party. He wasn't very hardy, not at all one of them smarties. He guided us to his crew. Magmar chopped off his peen. It was easy as it was no bigger than a bean. He cried and screamed. Kinzo fucked him raw. The guy was now dead, but his party was alerted. The Guardians had to fight, but the leader had a bite. We clashed and bashed. The bandits were smashed. We looked for all their treasures, but we found a guard in royalty. We healed them and and sent them back to the city. A reward was given, it was very pretty. All of a sudden, a great wolf appeared.
What?
I guess that's the end of it.
No,
So-
there was so much more.
The song said no. Suda was like, the song's too long. That's bullshit. But like, regardless, like the fucking tavern like lights up. Actually, you know what? Before we say that, reader, maybe a performance check.
Mother.
At advantage. You rolled a 25. All right. Reader, go ahead and stop your stream. That way it doesn't, it makes the, yeah, there we go. Perfect. All right, so everyone's like, yeah! Woo! Like, especially like the little girl over here is like jumping up and down and like clapping above her head. Like, she's like really, really excited about this. Like, even the cat's like standing on the table goes, meow. Like, and like everybody like feels a little bit better despite the gloom. But then after the song stops, reality sort of sets in. What do we do?
I'm interested in this like orc dude. I want to like drunkenly stumble over to him and be like, "What's up, short stuff?"
Okay, so do you go and look at this guy?
Yeah. I'm just gonna go up to his table and like offer him a drink because I was buying rounds, you know.
Okay.
Like,
Where's the mom and daughter, just so I can stand there?
So they are like kind of like, if you can see where my cursor is right now, like in the bottom left, there's a woman, like kind of like a 17 to 16-year-old boy, and then like a little girl that's maybe about 6 or 8.
I bet.
All right.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt, Jacob.
No, you're good. No, totally good. You gave me some time. We're stalling for time right now, actually, as I do this. So, you guys, so Magmar, you like walk up to this orc, like he's like got like really sort of like leather green skin, like wrinkles and scars, like Nick-sized scars, like adorn his whole face. Like he is like he's decorated his mustache and beard with like the blood of his enemies. Like he holds like 2 large like battle axes at his sides, and he kind of like regards you coldly. And he looks a little something like this. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to draw your attention to my stream right now that I'm putting up at this time.
oh, word. Yeah, see, like this. See, it makes perfect sense. This definitely would be the guy that Magmar would like want to go and have a drink with. Like he's got the beard, he's got the axe, he's covered in blood.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
He kind of like regards you coldly with his like canine eyes.
And I'm gonna be like, "Hey, what kind of blood's that, brother?"
The best blood of them all. The blood of my enemies.
I'll drink to that.
All right, so you kind of like give up, and like, and you've got a round of beers, and like you hand him a beer. He says, I knew you were a real one right when you walked in. Here, drink with me. Sit down.
Excellent.
So like
So I
he
sit
says, to valor, to honor, to a good death, and he like clinks his glass with yours. And then you both take down your beers in one draught.
Who finishes faster?
What brings you here, sir?
Probably the same thing you did, you know, out here just fucking around, trying to kill some of my enemies, and you stumble into cursed forest. You know how it is.
He says, I feel that, brother. And he like clinks his glass with you, and he like drinks like the backwashing foam at the bottom of his glass. And he says, so you look for a good death too, huh?
Every day, but not until my enemies are slain.
I'll drink to that. And then like he like tries to clink his glass with yours again, but he realizes there's nothing in it. He says, waiter, bring me another. And he like takes his glass and he smashes it on the fucking ground. and then Cyrano actually walks up and he goes, Well, I can't have us breaking any glasses around here. We've got a finite amount of them, but well, I guess we'll bring you another one. But please refrain from breaking any more of my glasses. He says, I'll do what I please, elf. He says, one round of beer is coming right up. He actually flicks a gold piece at this dude. He catches it adroitly. He puts it in his pocket. He's like, this'll cover it. And he goes and he brings you some more beer.
Excellent.
It's like,
This is my
tell me, son, how do you want to die?
But
You're looking at this dude, like, he has literally painted the fucking gore and blood of his enemies across his forehead. And he still looks at you, and even though he's really, like super into what you're saying right now, he still looks at you with that same dead canine stare.
That's wild. Yeah, I don't even know. I'm gonna go with inglorious battle, bro. In a fight to the death of some manner, for honor.
Ah, a true warrior's death. And he raises his glass again with you.
Okay.
You clink it together, and he drinks half the beer in one go, and he slams it down. The froth spills over the top of the beer glass, and it splashes onto the table. And he says, "That's what I've been looking for myself, but I can't find anybody competent enough to fight the likes of me. I have slain the likes of man and mer for hundreds of years, and nobody has even landed a scratch on me. Make me a perception check."
Oh, right.
God, I hope you guys find that be sick.
Yeah, start.
Like a 1v1.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's inspired.
Two?
He's inspired.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm gonna do using my inspiration.
Use your inspiration.
I mean, I can't go out like that. Even if it's
Oh,
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
all right. Well,
So you give this guy a good look over, and you're like, this guy's got a lot of scars on his face, but orcs have a lot of scarification rituals. Maybe I shouldn't maybe I shouldn't just assume that he got attacked in battle. Maybe this is a scarification ritual.
Can I challenge him to an arm wrestling match?
Yes, absolutely. What do you say?
I say, I'll challenge you. Let's have a test of strength then. See how we match up.
A test of strength? I've not had one of these in years. Come on, put him up. And he puts slams his gigantic elbow onto the onto the top of the table, and he says, "Are you ready?"
I'm ready.
All right, roll me a strength check.
Oh, is it not a top? I don't have that under skills. I see where my strength is.
It'll be in your your attributes. You'll want to click on your attribute as a strength, STR, and you'll click roll.
Can he be advantage since he's drunk?
We're both at advantage.
Oh, it's sick.
So you've got to beat the orc. Obviously, is too drunk.
Dude, it's not the saving throw though.
No, you'll click and you'll do check, and you'll do it at advantage.
Well, I'm click. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. All right. So the orc, you kind of throw hands with him. And you're like, and then you go, eep, and you go, you smack him down to the table, and he goes, What an arm on you, dwarf! I've never known your kind to be so formidable. Like you look at him, his eyes are all glazed over. He's looking at you like a piece of meat, but he's also quite drunk.
Like, well, you've never known me.
He says, little dwarf. I've always enjoyed your kind, to be truthful. They've always had a place for us. Make me a history saving throw.
Okay. History...
It'll be in your skills.
Yeah, but
I'm sorry, not a saving throw, a check.
Okay, cool.
Alright, that's exactly what you needed. So, like, you're like, what the fuck is this drunk bastard talking about? And you're like, oh, wait a minute. So, like, after the Great War, like, you know that, like the desert of Dorvis, which is where, like, a lot of, like, orcs and, like, gnolls and, like kind of like bugbears, like people like that, like kind of like the unmentionables of society were kind of like pushed off. But like after the Great War, like they were like really super venerated because like they took the heaviest casualties during the Great War. You actually recognize while I'm like looking at this here, this is just for the recording, but like you recognize like the Asthoth territories. That is the great desert of like the northeast of Einland here is actually way bigger than is portrayed on the map. And you're like, wait a minute, no. Like there's like an entire civilization of people out here. And you're like, this map that I have doesn't particularly jive with like my understanding of the world. You immediately recognize that like the world map is like a political map. It's like a propaganda piece. The world map is unreliable. And you're like, so like as you kind of like coalesce into that thought, like it's like, you know as well as I do that we were the most formidable. You know as well as I do that we took the heaviest casualties. You know as well as I do if we were not there, Einland would not exist.
And I'm gonna agree with him because I feel like he's getting a little bit like too heated, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna still like hype him up because I'm like, exactly, brother. Like you and us together. I mean, if it weren't for us in the back though, you know, giving you some extra support, it would have been death and destruction for everyone.
He actually like looks back and he's like, no, like the Dwarven Engineering Corps is really like kind of what won that war. Like when the plague was setting in and like the undead and like the fungal infected were like kind of like encroaching in upon the Einlandic territories, like they might have been the ones fighting, but the dwarves were the one providing all the artillery. He's like, you're right. I had to have seen about 80 of those fucking plague rats killed in one go by one of your artillery batteries. And like kind of like as this conversation is happening, like the world kind of subsides for a bit. And Johnny Cash Fiddlefinger, you're sitting at a table. You're like standing. There's like a upper adolescent boy sitting at the table. There's a cat on the table. There's like a 6 to 8 year old little girl here, and there's a woman here that's probably about age 29 to 28, or 28 to 32, let's say.
So first thing I'm gonna say is I'm just gonna thank the little girl for being a good sport while I played. Like, hey, thanks for cheering me on. I was really nervous up there, but I'm glad I met #1 fan.
And she starts her eyes like fucking dilate like when you say that. She's like, oh good gods, and she starts like clapping. She's like, and then like she actually runs behind her mom, and she actually like kind of like hides behind her mom, like kind of like peeks out at you like behind her nook, and she's like, oh, don't mind her, she's a little shy.
That's okay. I remember being her age. I look at the
the young man and I say, "Hey, my name's Johnny Cash Fiddlefingers. I could see that you're the defender of this family. Who do I have the honor of meeting?" And my hands out to like shake it.
Actually, like he was like he kind of looked like a little broody, like up until you said that. But like when you kind of like reaffirmed his masculinity like that, he's kind of like, yeah, I am kind of like protecting my family right now. And he kind of like daps you up. He like gets you around the shoulder and stuff. He's like, hey man, great set.
I appreciate it. Here, I'd love to give you guys this, and I hand them each a CD.
And like they all look at these like CDs, and they're like it's like a glass case, like back when, like, remember when you used to like you get like PlayStation 1 games, they would be behind the the jewel case, and they'd have like the
yeah.
Well, like basically like that's the same thing. You've got like a little pamphlet in the front of it that like has your track list, and then it's like the CD. And then, like, the little girl's like, wow! It's like, when we get home, I'm gonna play this on repeat for the rest of my life! And the kid's like, the little juvenile, 16 to 17-year-old's like, thanks, man. Make me a perception check at advantage. Okay. You notice this kid is trying to be super cool on purpose. He's trying to like look really cool in front of you. Like you recognize like by the twinkle in his eye and by like by his stature, like while he like you just played a fucking hell of a set. And he's like sitting there is like it's pretty good. Like you recognize he thinks a lot more of you than he's letting on.
Yeah. I kind of look at him and say, hey man, I love all types of fans, and I know I'm not for everybody, but you know I can always take a good, so I appreciate your honest feedback, brother.
He's like, thanks man. He's like, can I tell you something like really honestly about your music?
Yeah, I love it. That's how I get better.
He like kind of like does like one of these. He's like, he hits his vape so that his mom can't see, and then he says, "I think your music's just a little bit too too digital."
Yeah,
it sounds a little bit too digital to me.
No, I think that's fair. What would you like better? Like, how could I do better? Like, what would make it sound better for you?
Like to me, like for me, like I want to listen to music that's like made from something from this plane, you know?
Yeah.
Like you can cut a scale like nobody's business, right? Mm-hmm. But I mean, like that's like in my opinion, that's a little bit like, you know, a little bit juvenile, in my opinion. But
no, I think that's fair. I'm not from these planes.
And like, you know, like the filter that you've got on your sound and everything, like I know that you're playing like an instrument that ain't from here, but like, you know, I just really wish I could hear something that was made with an instrument that sounded like it was from this plane. All the best music is either like from the Fae, like you know, like half my CDs come from what's that fucking place called? Hold on, let me consult the world map. I forget what that place is called. Oh yeah, so like most of the music that I listen to is like straight from the Kakaliki Studios. So you know,
great.
So like I'm really used to hearing like these like really like digital sort of like renditions, but like what I'm really looking for is something more like earthy and acoustic, something from Earth.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying, man?
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah.
Make me a perception check at advantage. He is fucking shaking when he's saying this to you.
Yeah, no, I think that's great, honest feedback, and you know what? That's a good ear on you. I can tell you have great musical talent because I'm not from this plane. Well, I'm from here, but I won this golden fiddle from the devil, which is from Inverness, and I'm actually.
As you're
really
saying this,
there.
like the cat that's on the table walks up to you and starts going. And he throws up a big hairball on this plate right in front of you. And because you still have like animal speak on, he says, "Oh God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry."
I just grabbed the plate and I put it on the ground. I said, "Don't worry about it, Kitty." And I pet him. And I said, "But yeah, dude, you got a great ear on you. This is from Avernus, but I'll make you a deal if that's what you want to hear. Before I go to bed tonight, I'm gonna see if anybody's got like a guitar or something from here, and I'll play you something. I can make something on the spot."
Like he goes and he says, "That would be crazy.
Yeah,
that would be
I'll do it.
crazy."
I got you, brother. And now I look at the mom.
And she looks at you and she's like, "You've certainly made an impression on my son."
I've been traveling here, and I know how dark times can be, and you know, I can only imagine how troubling it can be for you. So anytime I can bring anybody a smile, that makes me happy.
Well, I truly thank you for that. It's been a very difficult time for the children, and for Speckles here, as you can see. You know, I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you. And she looks at you, and she's got like a big twinkle in her eye.
Excellent. And I look at her and I say, "Hey, anytime." Also, the cat's fine. I just talked to him. I'm not sure if you know this. I also, me being half elf, know some magic and speak to animals, and he was
She's
really
like,
embarrassed.
"What? You can talk to animals?"
Yeah, I can speak to Mr. Speckles. He was like, I'm sorry, but he's okay. That's why I pet him. He didn't mean to.
She kind of like looks at you weird when you say that. She's like,
"That's fine."
"Oh, okay. You can talk to animals then."
Yeah, it's strange. A lot of people don't believe me, but it's cool.
No, I mean like you'd like recognize that like that was like a stupid thing to say because like everybody knows that magic exists.
Okay, all right.
Maybe not on this plane. Maybe like she kind of like feels a little bit like perturbed that you're like. You said you're from the hells and you just don't think magic is here? Like, what the fuck?
Okay, alright, whatever. So anyways, I look at her and I say, so on my travels, I met a man and I'm looking for his wife. Do you happen to be married?
Why, yes, I am married.
When was the last time you saw your husband?
Well, it's, She, like, scratches her head.
Oh, that...
I don't know. I know that he was here.
I just want to see, does this ring bring any memory to you? And I show the ring.
So, like, she takes the ring in her hand, and, like, after a couple, like after about 3 heartbeats, she starts looking at it. Her hand starts to tremble, and she starts to cry, and she looks at you, and she says, "Where is he?"
I said, I'd like to tell you, but I would not want to do it in front of the kids. Do you mind, like, step to the side and I tell you?
Yeah, so she's like, "Okay, we'll come in here." And then she opens the lavatory, and then you both kind of go in there. She's like, "Kids, I'll be right back."
I open the stalls to see. I knock on the stalls to see if anybody's in there.
So, like, you open this room. There's no stalls. These are just like 3 like communal pooping pods, like just kind of like sitting in here.
Sake. And I said, "Okay, crap. What? The husband told me the name. What was his name and her name again? Do you happen to remember, or can I just make it up? Like,
as you start to have this conversation, everything sort of fades away. Kinzo and Ignotus, you guys are sitting here kind of like carousing at the bar. What are you guys talking about?
I'm just kind of like watching all this unfold in front of me.
I turn to Kinzo and I say, "Hey, Kinzo," and I kind of nudge over my shoulder and I say, "You see this motherfucker over about 2 tables back? Red cloak."
Yeah, what do you think he's up to?
Looks like those motherfuckers we killed in the temple, man.
Make me a wisdom check.
Yes.
Mr. Braden.
At advantage or normal?
Advantage. You needed a 5. You're so fucking lucky that I decided to make that low. You look over there and you're like, that motherfucker's wearing the same shit of those dudes we just beat the asses of a couple episodes ago.
Alright. So I decide to walk up to him.
Alright, walk up to him.
I pull up the chair.
I go behind him.
I sit down and I just mean mug this guy. I just stare at him.
He's like,
I go and put my hand on the shoulder.
So like a dragonborn, like a 6.5 foot dragonborn just sits at this table, and this guy's like 5'9", and you've got like horns that make you about 7'2", and he's like looking at you, and he's like, "Can I help you, sir?"
Don't you have some goats to go fuck up, man?
He lets you use like ghosts to go fuck up. What do you
Those
mean?
I'm playing
nice
games,
ropes you
man.
have.
Games? I'm just trying to get drunk, man. I'm stuck here the same way you are.
you
Okay,
coming
sure.
Make me an insight check. Braden.
Me?
Yeah. And Kenzo, I'll make you one too. We need to get above at 13.
Advantage or normal?
Normal.
Oh. Oh.
Kenzo, and you notice, this guy is dodgy as fuck, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's shady as a motherfucker. What are we gonna do, Kenzo?
I take out one of my kunai and press it against his carotid artery.
Damn.
And say, I want the truth and I want it now.
I'm just
As
staring at
soon
him.
as you do that, all the goblins sitting at the table to your right look at you and they're like, oh, 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 oh.
They kind of hypes me up and I press my kunai even harder.
What do you say to them?
I want the truth and I want it now. Who
Make
are you
me.
and what are you doing here?
I'm gonna make you an intimidation check at advantage. And you get a 10. 14. He says, whoa, hang on, man. It's like, listen, like, listen, I don't even know what they believe in. I just want to be cool. Like, I'm new.
Who are they?
What? You know.
No, you know.
He says, we're part of the Brotherhood of Dawn.
Brotherhood of Dawn, huh?
It's like, listen, I'm new. I haven't done anything yet. The only thing I've done is tell them where their goats are.
Where are they located? Where's the group located?
They were out in the stables. I was told that my group, the Brotherhood of Dawn, needed to have at least 9 or 10 goats in order to summon Black Phillip.
No, Black Phillip.
You do?
And
he like actually pisses a little bit when you say that. He's like, how do you know Black Phillip?
Same way I know Black Mike. Ignotus, do you have any questions for this Brotherhood of Dawn fella?
I want to ask him if he knows anything about the fog.
He's like,
Oh, that's making people forget.
He's like, well, it's like, the fog is really the best thing to happen to our group ever. I mean, really, if you think about it. I mean, like, normally we would have to wait for a dark day to like complete any of our rituals, but now that like the fog is here, like the light is gone. We can do whatever we want. Like everybody like kind of like looks back in their brain and they're like, a dark day. Like Kenzo and Ignotus, you guys are thinking about it. So Ignotus, you actually know, because you're a nerd, that like the world of Earth is actually a small moon of a large gas giant called Jeeb. It circles around, and there's a couple of other moons. There's about 5 moons on Jeeb, but most of them are not visible during the night. Only one is visible, and the moon that everybody sees as the moon is actually just this gas giant called Jeeb. And as you like circle around it throughout the year, some days the moon will another one of the moons of Jeeb will pass in between Earth and Jeeb and actually create an eclipse this is referred to locally as a dark day. And these days are days where like the light from Jeeb is not able to suffuse the world as normal. It's like dark and twilight for about 24 hours, and then it improves the capacity of necromancers to perform necromantic rituals. So you're like that, like you scratch your head and you like kind of like jack off the top of your horn for a little bit, and you're like, that makes sense. You know, this makes a lot of sense. You know, if I was a necromancer, I would definitely want to be here. But the main thing that you're able to surmise from this whole conversation is they're here because of the fog, not causing it.
All right, Kenzo, let's leave him alone. He's got nothing to do with the fog.
Well, I want his robes.
Like as you say that, like he says, like it's like listen, man. If you're gonna cut my throat for my robes, I'll let you have my clothes.
Deal. I want his robes.
He's like, here, and he gives you his cool cultist drip.
And use that as a disguise later.
Very possible. And as all this is going down, like Cyrano is walking over to the table with Old Orc and Magmar. He says, "Well, can I get you boys? Well, can I get you boys anything to drink?"
We're both kind of tipsy at this point, and I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" And
the orc is like, "A good one around." So like he brings you guys some more beer, and he says, "What's your name, son?" He spits a big orcish loogie on the floor.
Clan Moose Knuckle.
His eyes light up. He says, "Moose Knuckle," and he actually daps you up again. He's like, "Renowned for your warriors. I fought with Clan Moose Knuckle before. It was back in the." And then he starts to kind of like drift off a little bit.
Hold on. Sorry, it shows me some drugs. Like back in the old war.
He's like, yes. He like snaps out of it a little bit. He really responded to what you just said. He's like, the Black War, yes, the war that never happened, but we know, don't we?
Yes, exactly. And it's still going on.
And he's like, if only kingdoms would just fight each other like they used to. Now it's all this scheming and money grubbing and ass licking.
Nefarious. There's no honor in it. It's absolutely grotesque.
He like quaffs the rest of his beer. He says, "Tell me, son. If you were to lose a limb in battle, which one would you like it to be?" While you're thinking about that, I'm gonna go pee.
Okay, because that was a good question. That would be an actual limb, though.
Actual limb.
Damn, I can't bitch out on like an ear.
Yeah.
What's your non-dominant hand?
Oh, like I dual wield, bro. And then my other one's like a 2-hand hammer. You kind of need both.
Well, yeah, I mean,
you could like a. I was about to say, probably go with a leg, man. You fucking.
You always pick a leg.
Yeah,
always pick a leg.
Do some dwarven engineering. I mean, somebody make you a prosthetic.
Yeah, but wouldn't a hand be easier than a leg? Because it's not like a foot. It's like you're looking at an arm or a leg, and I think a mechanic arm would be. One, everybody's gonna be able to see it, which would be sick. And then two, it's probably gonna be stronger. So if you're dual wielding, then you don't have to worry about that. Can also be like a block.
Maybe, but also like if you had like, all right, so say you take both of the legs, right, and you replace them with bionic legs. You know what I'm saying? Then you can run like infinitely without getting tired.
I'm back.
That's how the dude won the Olympics.
Right, that's poor little Tink Tink, man.
Yeah, and then he killed his wife.
Look like bent back paper clips.
Tink, 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 tink.
So my legs get tired, your legs don't.
That That was Cat Williams, right? Tink, tink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tink, tink.
So, Magmar, the orc looks at you expectantly. He says, "Go on, boy. Which limb would you want to lose in battle?"
Well, my left leg's always been a little shorter than my right, so that one.
He looks down and he can't tell, and he says, "Me? I want to lose my dick because it's the one that least serves me in battle."
If I lose my dick, what am I fighting for?
It's like, then he looks at you and he's like, "Well, I suppose that's the difference between orcs and the rest of us."
Well, what are your plans when you get out of here, man? Are you just gonna hang out here forever, or
Well, they tell me that I can't go any further because I'll get lost, and that's the last thing I want. If I seek a good death, I have to keep a good head on my shoulders.
Huh. But the longer you stay, the more you forget.
I've never forgotten anything.
I want to.
And you look at him in his eyes, and he fucking means that shit.
Yeah, I believe him. I'm trying to get around to enlist a favor from him in the future in some way. Could we do some manner of duel, non-lethal duel, kind of like you do in WoW?
So ask him if he wants to fight, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. I would
If he loses, he joins us for the battle.
Yeah, or that's kind of what I'm trying to get to, like a summoning bell or something, like a single-use sort of situation where you can just pop, you're just my orc homie.
He says, I win. As you start talking about this stuff, he gets really super dead serious. He says, "Are you trying to give me a warrior's death?"
I see. I knew there was not going to be a good in between for him. That's what I knew. That's what he'd be angling for. It kind of feels like that's what he wants. He's kind of hammered anyway. So I'm going to say, "Dost thou seek the afterlife?"
Love it.
"I wish to go to the home of my ancestors, to go to Orsinium, where all warrior orcs reside. But, alas, I've never found a foe worthy enough to fell me in battle. If I die outside of battle, then my soul is forever damned."
Well, seems like you're trapped here and you can't go any further. So if you want, I'll give you an honorable death.
He looks at you and his eyes kind of light up. And he says, "You will give me this, sir."
Aye, my brother.
He says, "Aye. Will meet me out back." And as he says that, the world kind of dissolves. And now it is Johnny Cash Fiddlefinger's turn.
Alright, so I'm talking to the lady, and I was trying to remember the husband's name and her name, because the husband told me. Do you happen to remember?
The husband's name is Kurt, and the wife's name is Alora.
Alora. Okay. Your name's Elora, right? And your husband's Kurt?
Yes. How did you know?
Unfortunately, I met Kurt on our travels.
Unfortunately? What do you mean?
So, we were in a cathedral, and we went into a room, and the room literally attacked us. It was what's called... Are you familiar with the wall mimic?
Her eyes light up as soon as you say that. Her husband was that adventurer that had that bag of holding, and she's like, "Oh, I've heard of them before. What are you saying?"
So we killed the wall mimic.
She actually looks down and she's like, "What are you doing wearing my husband's gloves?"
I'm telling you this. So
she's like, "Explain yourself immediately."
We killed the wall mimic, and I went inside the wall mimic and was looking for anything in there, and I so happened to find your husband, who I thought was deceased, but he started talking.
I tried to, as we were talking, he handed me the wedding ring. He said, "Take my items. I am dying." And I said, "No, I'm going to cut you out." And he talked, and as I removed the flesh around, he was one with the wall. His legs were gone. It was only his upper torso and head.
Starts to gag. Go, she's like as you're describing this in very minute detail. She's like, you're like, I don't want to know anymore. I don't want to know anymore.
Just know your husband died a painless death.
She's like, leave me. And she goes to her kids at this other table and she says, "Come on, kids, let's go." And then her and the rest of the kids, they go off to one of these other little suites. You suppose
you didn't get my text message?
Oh no, I did. No, we're gonna get to that.
Okay.
All right.
I want to get out of the bathroom. Let me out of the bathroom.
Whoops.
I'm locked in.
All right, so there you go. So you're out of the bathroom, and now the table is cleared out. The family has left. The cat just looks at you confused. He says, "Where'd everybody go?"
I told you Laura Kurt's dead. I met Kurt. I'm sorry, little one.
As you're saying this, the world seems to disappear. And Kenzo and Ignotus, they look over in the back left-hand corner, and these lizard folk are eyeing the fuck out of Ignotus.
All right, I noticed them staring, and I give them a cold, hard stare back, and I get up and I walk over.
So I join in with Ignotus since my people are gone.
So as they kind of look at you and they notice you looking back, they go they kind of look away. It very it wasn't nonchalant at all. They super made that obvious. They were all staring at you, and you looked at them and they averted their eyes. And you walk up to them, and Kenzo too, and I guess Johnny Cash.
What's up? Is there a problem?
And they go this one right here, and he goes, "There is no problem."
Good for you.
All right, cool. I grab a stool and I sit here at the end of the table. So what brings you 4 lizards to this inn?
So they look at you and they find you to be really presumptuous by the way that you're sitting out at the end of their table. Lizard people are really not super not about that. But then they look at you and then they're like, "Wait a minute, he is dragonborn. He's definitely a superior being." And they kind of settle into that feeling of insecurity. And they say, "We were pushed away from our home, from our food."
From your food, huh?
Yes. They they as they say that all their tongues start kind of flicking in and out like monitored lizards.
Weirdos.
Interesting. You guys must be hungry.
They say, "Yes, we are hungry. We hunger for the most exotic of meats." And as they say that, one of them kind of glances over to the other table at the bottom left.
Hey. No.
Beggars can't be choosers.
And then the one says, "The feline."
The fucking cat.
If you
they all look at the cat and they start flicking their tongues in and out.
If you touch that cat, I'll personally kill all 4 of you.
He says, No.
Yes. There's no hesitation.
No.
I go over to the cat, make sure everything's okay.
The cat is looking at them, and it's looking kind of freaked out. He's I don't understand what they're saying, but I can smell them. They smell hungry, and they keep on looking at me.
Do not ever be around them alone.
I won't. Can I stick with you?
Yeah, here, get on my shoulder.
He jumps on your shoulder.
So, do you guys know anything about this fog? Like in Ninja Turtles?
The fog. Yes. The fog brought all of our dead back from the dead. The fog rolled in and all of our dead came back from the dead and began to eat us.
You sound like the guy video about the end of the world. All right, here's the end of the world from E-Bomb's world.
He's like,
I was
yes.
thinking Trap with the Vengeance.
Like this other like lizard folk that has like a big bone going through his nose. He says, yes.
So you guys don't know where this fog came from?
They look around, they like start all flicking out their tongues, and they like start like sensing the air, and they say, no.
Alright, well I don't really know what to do with these fucking lizards.
As you start like realizing that you don't know what to do with these fucking lizards, actually nothing happens because you guys are all kind of like melted into the same conversation now. So they're
Except
like,
for me.
except for you, but you're about to. That's like next episode shit.
That's fair.
Like you look over and then like all these guards are like, are those lizard folk really trying to eat that fucking cat?
Yeah, they are. That's why I got them on my shoulder.
Like you look over and like these guys, they're actually wearing the same insignias that you saw on the guards that you noticed in Longgrove.
Are you guys from Longgrove?
They're like, yeah, no. We're actually on the way to Starkey right now. We've been trapped here for
Probably around 6 months.
They're like, 6 months. It's like we've been here for like 3 days, right?
There's something in the fog that's messing with people's memories, and Mayor Blumpkin sent us here actually looking for a party that was going to Starkey, and
like as soon as you say that, like the dude who's definitely in charge here the night, he says, "You've met Mayor Blinken."
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
What did he say? Has he been looking for us?
Yes, but he sent other guards and none have returned, and they haven't been able to hear directly from Starkey. We cleared up an area for them. We were with a caravan and killed some kobolds. Then we helped out the tavern there, the old Oakshade Inn, and then we met the mayor, and he sent us on this quest to Starkey, but to see if we can help out and find anybody missing from the fog.
He's
so
like,
here we are.
He says, well, I guess everybody in here, maybe except for the lizard folk and the goblins, are probably lost from the fog.
Yeah.
I was like, I think they're probably from here, but like we've been here for could have been more than 3 days.
All I have from 6 months is from what the innkeeper said, that it's been here for 6 months. I don't know if you've been here 6 months, but the fog has been here for around 6 months.
Everybody like looks at each other at this table. They all kind of like go pale a little bit. They're like, how do we lose all this time?
You're not, guys. We're gonna make it out. We're gonna help you guys, and we're gonna clear it out. And also, DM, isn't one of these guards a female?
One of them is, yeah.
Excellent. Oh, you know. Yeah, no, we're gonna help you guys out. Hey, since we come from the same place, how about I get us a round of drinks?
Everyone's like, all right, we'll have some drinks. And then Cyrano kind of comes over. He's like, well, make sure you drink responsibly.
Well, I asked, since I see all the guys here, I said, hey, I guess you all will have beer. Do you want a beer too, or is there anything else you would like, milady?
She says, you know what? I could use a shot of dragon rum.
Mind if I take a shot with you?
Hell yeah, let's go.
All right. Get us all around a beer, and me and the lass, we would have a shot of dragon rum.
All right, so he comes back, and he's got a pint of beer for everybody and 2 shots of dragon rum. He says, make sure you don't drink all that in one place.
All right. Thanks, man.
And what do we do?
I have I have my shot. She has her shot, and then they all have their beers. I said a toast to long lives and full bellies.
Hey! And then like everybody drinks it down. And then all of a sudden, outside, you just hear a bunch of bah, 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 bah. And then you hear a scraping at the door. On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. I figure let's go ahead and end it because it's getting a little late for everybody.
Yeah.
This has been fun. The talking, you know, it don't have to be like a battle every time.
Yeah.
This was really enjoyable, you know.
The RP is the best part, but like sometimes like you just you find yourself out in the thick of it. But right now we're not.
Hey man, I'm ready to honor battle to the death. Am I 1v1ing this guy? That's the way I envisioned it.
So like you guys are like out back right now. You guys are like about to have a one-on-one fight to the death.
Excellent.
He wants a good death.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was saying.
Like hand-to-hand combat or what?
It's going to be full contact combat.
Oh shit, man.
Can I encourage like Johnny Cash to like get everyone to like do like a circle, like a betting pool or something?
Oh,
like,
dude, if you want to have like a cool fight club on the next episode, hell yeah.
Yeah, kind of. Like everybody's putting money.
Hell yeah.
Do you want a song? Do you want a little song?
Okay, so like as like everybody's like kicking out for the night, and like as you're like definitely trying to hit on this woman, this like young boy kind of like autistically runs up to you, and he's like, "Here you go, bro." Like being like just the ultimate cock block, but like also handing you an acoustic guitar.
Fine, I grabbed the guitar and I said, hey guys, I promised this young boy, he gave me some feedback on my music and he wanted to hear an instrument from this realm, so I'm going to play a little song I call Hope from this guitar.
Alright, stream it.
Oh, Jesus.
He like looks at you and his eyes start to glitter.
Dark times can burden the mood. It's hard to feel hope when there seems to be no good. Times like this can make us feel small. Fear not, I have hope to share with you all. The guardians of sight, us are here.
There we go, that's how you write that word.
There's no need to fear. We will all share the beer. We will all make you cheer. Dark times have come in the fall. The dead have risen, but the guardians have some serious hearts. We're going to save you all. Your memory will be back. We will win in one final brawl. The guardians are sighting us, are here today. There is no need to fear. We will all share a beer. We will all make you cheer. Dark times of sighting us are here. There is no need to fear. We will all share a beer. We will all make you cheer. The dark times have come in the fog. The dead have risen, but the guardians have some serious hearts. We're going to save you all. Your memory will be back. We will win in one final brawl. The guardians of sighting us will save the day. Your children will finally be able to play. We want your young to grow. We want your men to be stable. Your women's pussies no longer cold.
Even if like the wife of this of like the guy is like sad, her pussy feels a little bit warmer.
Time for a good day and an even better tomorrow.
I want to look at these lizards and use my minor illusion to make an illusion of a cat jump on the table and purr.
They like look at that, and then they all like fucking jump in me. But like there's nothing there.
Yeah, and then I wink at him and I say, "Have a good night, fellas," and I walk towards Magmar, noticing that he is about to get in some real shit.
I hand the guitar back to the kid and I said, "Hope you liked it, kid."
He like gives it back, like he says, "No, you keep it. You played it better than I could ever play." And then the sun sets. It starts to get a little bit darker out here. The sun is starting to diffuse the fog a little bit less. On the next episode of the Guardians of Titanus. The end.
What the girl guard think about that?
We'll find out next episode.
I know the lights of the vagina got a little warmer.
I think everybody's pussies felt a little bit warmer after that. I mean, like everybody is like feeling kind of hopeless in here. Like we're like losing track of time, like actively. We don't know how long we've been here, but that song gave everybody a little bit of hope.
I called it hope.
Yeah, I felt like you missed an opportunity, Justin, when you were talking to like the cat, and just like I could speak to animals. She's been like, "It's not the only pussy I can talk to."
Hey,
I was trying to be so. I was see when it's a single mom, you gotta help the kids out. I can't be too dirty.
You can't go in too hard.
Yeah.
I just thought I was like, that would be
And I'm holding her dead husband's gear.
you're literally wearing like everybody in this room is wearing his clothes. What?
Like, what's going on?
She noticed you're wearing his gloves.
I may offer him to her, be like, "Hey, I know you have his wedding ring.
Are you really willing to give away the fucking gloves of missile snaring for just some sad lady?"
No, I have a good heart still.
You kind of do.
I'm still chaotic good. I still do good."
I guess we'll all find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. And at this time, like everybody like goes like we all like kind of like enter Guardian's mind, and like he's sitting there dreaming, like going me 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 me.
No. Wait, no. And then as he's dreaming, all of a sudden, something pops up. He's like, I really wish I could eat right now. I'm just so hungry. Wait, I remembered.
Like you look at his dreams, he's like sitting there eating some bulgogi beef tacos. He's like eating some hearty lentil soup. He's eating some like maple bacon chicken and shit. He's like, "Well, this is the best meal I've ever eaten in my life."
Good thing I signed up for HelloFresh.
It's a good thing I bought that product.
It was so convenient, and I got free breakfast for life.
I got free breakfast for life, and I don't even understand how the fuck that works.
Yeah, speak about that. So I just got the things in for the 10 free meals. How do I get this free breakfast for life?
I think you have to use Kyle's code.
No, I have it. I literally have the things from it.
Like you got a HelloFresh delivery?
Well, no, I got the HelloFresh like coupons that said 10 free meals, breakfast for life. I don't know how to use it.
I think you need to use Kyle's fucking code, POG, whatever it was last episode. I don't fucking know.
Oh, I thought that was from him. I got it in the mail.
That would be fucking freaky.
That's what I'm saying.
HelloFresh is just sending it to us. Like, hey guys,
so disturbing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, That was a great
Yeah.
episode. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording right